Hello everyone, this is Ninja Girl, Sakura1 here, back with another Yashahime Princess Half Demon review. This past Saturday we got Season 2, Episode 19, The Blackout, and I was worried that this was just gonna be a filler episode, but it actually was somewhere in the middle. Some of it was kind of fillerish, some of it actually did progress the plot, somewhat. So, yeah, overall I would say this episode was just okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it wasn't the most exciting either, you know? So, yeah. But, let's go over everything that happened, shall we? So, obviously, our three girls are still on their way to the modern era, because they gotta stop the Grim Comet. Kidamaru is following close behind. We don't know what's gonna happen once it gets there, but obviously it's not good things. So, yeah. And he's obviously using Osamu Kirin as his gateway to the present. You know what it's like, actually? For those of you who have played Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which is the mobile game, it's worth playing. It has some good plot stuff. So, at least watch the cutscenes. Anyway, point I was trying to get to. The Master of Masters, who is a pivotal character during that whole storyline, kind of has the same thing, where he can travel to different points in time if he has a waypoint. So basically, Osamu Kirin is Kidamaru's waypoint. Yeah, it's his link to that time period. So, yeah. And we actually see Osamu Kirin isn't all bad in this episode. We see him actually going around all over Tokyo, trying to stop the many demons that have suddenly began appearing all over the place. So yeah, we see him take out some toad demons, stuff like that. He's actually not a bad person, as it turns out, which we kind of could have gathered from the previous episodes where he was like, I don't want this world to be destroyed. I want to save it somehow. You know? So, what do you know? Yeah. But of course, Kidamaru still plans on using him. Anyway. So, right as the girls finally get back to the modern era, Kidamaru, he's still traveling through the pathway to the future, trying to obviously go through Osamu Kirin, but then we see Riku show up. So, yeah, Riku is not dead. We thought he might be, or it looked like he should be dead, but no. He suddenly appears in the gateway of time, I guess you could call it that, and he uses Zero's staff to take Rion back from Kidamaru, which he's, of course, not happy about. Not one bit. So, yeah. But he doesn't have time to go deal with that right now. He still has to get himself to the future if he's going to follow through with his plan. So, yeah. But Riku's fine. He's injured. He's still bleeding out, but he's still alive somehow. Lucky man. But yeah, our three girls then finally get to the present, and obviously, everyone is ecstatic to see that they're back and that they're okay. Mei runs up to Towa, gives her a big hug, says hi to Moroha and Setsuna, says how she's so glad that they're back, and everything else. Yeah, and it's just really sweet. And she also mentions that, Moe, right? Moe? Yeah, Soto's wife, is actually holding a concert today, the day that they get back. Which sounds cool, right? But then they realize, well, we really kind of can't sit around here. We have to stop this Grim Comet. And they go up to try and do so, but before they do, Kagome's mother comes out and is like, well, yeah, I know you have a mission, but you can't exactly go around the city looking like that. And she gives everyone some new outfits. She gives Setsuna a coat. Towa was obviously already fine. She's in her school uniform. And she gives Moroha this cute pink coat and says, oh, this used to be Kagome's, but yeah, here, take it. And the one Setsuna's wearing used to be hers. But they have no use for him right now, so they gave it to the girls. And I think that's adorable that Moroha got her mom's old coat. And it's really cute on her. She looks adorable in pink. Such a cutie. But she always is. So, yeah, obviously they thank Kagome's mother, and they say their goodbyes, you know. And they actually head off to first confront Osamu Kirin, because obviously they know the truth now, and yeah. And he's just in his office at Towa School, grading papers. Oh, I should mention, on the way in, Towa was confronted by a couple of her fellow students, a couple other girls, and they're like, "Oh, hi, Higurashi-san," or whatever. "Hi, Towa. Glad to see you're back. How's your rheumatism and stuff, by the way?" You know, the same kind of thing that Kagome's grandpa would make up when she was gone from school for a long period of time. Yeah, that trend continues here. Although it was Sota who did it this time. So that was a nice little fun throwback. And Towa she's like, "Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I'm fine." She blows it off. She plays along with it, you know. But yeah, then they finally get to Osamu Kirin's office. And he's just sitting there grading papers, you know, in deep thought. But then they get to talking, and yeah. They let him know that they know what he is, they know about the Grim Comet. But instead of being upset, Osamu Kirin is like, "Oh, wait, you know? Then you can help me." Because he actually does want to stop this thing. He actually wants to save the city and the people. So what do you know? It's kind of like Riku. He's not a bad person. So he just comes from a person who is bad. So, yeah. And Osamu Kirin tells Towa and the girls that he had a bad feeling that something would happen when a bunch of people gather for Moe's concert. And yeah, if that happens, demons are likely to come in and attack. They're kind of attracted to that kind of thing. And yeah, they won't hesitate to kill thousands of people who show up. So, yeah. They agree to team up and help Osamu Kirin this once. And they go to try and tell Moe to cancel the concert. Now that they've heard this. But, yeah, when Towa goes to talk to Moe and says, "Oh, you gotta cancel it. There's gonna be a bunch of demons. You can't do it." Moe blows it off. It's like, "Oh, how'd you find out about that?" You know? You see why she doesn't take it seriously a little later. But yeah, also we see Julian, the idol who was mentioned in that cat episode that looked like the monk. We see him and his group there as well. They're part of the concert. And of course, Moe is kind of fangirling. Or not Moe, May. Excuse me. May is kind of fangirling over them. Really excited to see them and everything. She's excited for the concert too. And yeah. And with Moe not taking the threat of demons seriously, again, you see why shortly, the concert still goes on. So, yeah. And when they tell Osamu Kirin this, he's like, "Well, if they can't cancel, then we're just gonna have to keep watch and defend the people ourselves and take everyone out who dares to try and show up." So, yeah. And they all agree that for now that's the best plan of action. So they lie in wait for the concert to start. They keep an eye out, and they do sense demons coming toward it, coming that way. So, yeah. And right in the middle of the concert, we see Moe playing the violin on stage after the concert starts up. She's obviously really good. So, yeah. And the idols are singing. And then the giant ogre, I think it's an ogre or whatever he was, a giant demon does actually show up on stage. And the girls immediately hop into action. And yeah, they try and lure it away, obviously to protect the people. And everyone thinks this is part of the concert. They have no idea that this is real. Again, you see why very shortly. So yeah, the girls are like, "Okay, we can't fight here. We need to go. We need to get out of here now." So they lure him away. And yeah, then they see the fake demon that was supposed to pop out on the stage as part of the show. That's why Moe didn't take it seriously when Towa told her, "Oh, there's gonna be demons here. You can't do this concert." Yeah. It's because she thought she was referring to the fake one that was going to be a part of the show. So, oops. Yeah. But, it turns out okay. No one got actually hurt. And the girls pretty much easily strike the demon down. And things are okay. But, as Osamu Kirin points out, there is still the Grim Comet. And they have to deal with it. And he, strangely enough, asks if Towa and the girls can fly. Obviously they can't, but yeah. But they find another way. They basically climb. It looks like the Eiffel Tower. I know what it is. It's actually, I think it's the tower from the My Will opening. The very first, or not opening, the ending. The very first Inuyasha ending, My Will. I think it's the same tower that we see in that. That the girls and Osamu Kirin can fly, so he just glides up to the top. And yeah, the girls kind of just jump their way up. Because they do have super jumping abilities, even if they can't fly. So, yeah. And the episode ends with them teaming up with Osamu Kirin, who is very happy to have their assistance, and them resolving that they will destroy the Grim Comet before anyone or anything can get hurt. And that is where the episode ends. So yeah, you can see what I mean by it was kind of half fillerish, half not. Because a partnership between Osamu Kirin and the girls has been established. Which is kind of good. Oh, I almost did forget to mention, during all this stuff that was happening, Kinemaro was calling out to Osamu Kirin. He could hear him in his head. But he keeps telling Kinemaro that he doesn't want him to come here. He doesn't want to let him through. He knows what he'll do. So yeah, again, Osamu Kirin's actually a good guy, it seems. But yeah. But, like I was saying, it's kind of fillerish this episode and half not. Because the concert stuff was pretty fillerish. It didn't really forward anything. But what it did do is establish the relationship between the girls and Osamu Kirin. That they're gonna help each other out, essentially. But I have a feeling that Kinemaro is still gonna find his way through. Somehow. Or maybe Osamu Kirin will have no choice but to let him through because the girls can't destroy the comet. Because let's be honest, if the next episode, for some reason, the girls are just easily able to destroy it, that's not exactly a good climax or most likely series finale to the show. That would not be very interesting. Let's be honest here. So I doubt that's going to happen, but who the heck knows at this point? Because, yeah. I enjoy the show, but I know it has made some questionable decisions. Plot-wise, so, and I accept that. I still love it, though. But, yeah, so I don't think that's going to be the case. So maybe Osamu Kirin will still be allowed to come, or he will still allow Kinemaro to come through because he might be the only one strong enough to destroy the comet. But we'll see. So, yeah. But, like I said, overall it's an okay episode. It wasn't the best, but not the worst either. And it wasn't as fillerish as it could have been. It was just the concert stuff that was mostly fillerish. So, yeah. I guess we'll see where things go from here. But overall, I did enjoy the episode. It was alright. But I'm going to stop this review here. I think that's all I have to say. It was an okay episode. So yeah, let's just look forward to what happens next. Hopefully this series, if this is the end, which it really looks like it is, hopefully it will end well and we can all look back on everything fondly, even some of the bad stuff that we didn't like. So, let's hope for that. Yeah, that will do it for this review and this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and share it around if you want to. If you want to follow me on Twitter or support the channel on Patreon, which I would be very grateful for, both links will be in the video description below. And yeah, let's hope the next episode is really good. And it might be from the preview that I saw. We actually saw Sango in that preview, by the way. So that's going to be cool. We're going to see her. And ooh, the title, When the Grim Comet Falls. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah. It's gonna be good, hopefully. Hopefully! We'll see. But yeah, until that episode airs. Oh! There is not going to be an episode this Saturday. I almost forgot because of the Olympics. So yeah, we're skipping a week, unfortunately. So, yeah. But when the next episode airs, you will of course see a review. But until then, see you guys later.